Hi guys, it's Tetchel fighting the fat. Right, so I have been doing lots of contemplating, lots of thinking, lots of soul searching on what I need to do. I'll tell you why. I realised over the last 5 years I've created some habits that I never ever had, and I've been talking to a few of you about it on Facebook and WhatsApp and whatever. You know, I never ever used to be a binger, not really. And since doing HCG, that is one thing that's not become a habit, but it's kind of become an acceptable behaviour that I allow, and you know, even to the point that my husband allows it, because you know, he did his first round when I got to my last round, so when I got to goal, so back in 2011, he did his first one when I did my last one when I got to goal, so my official round 4 effectively. And you know, since then there's always been this little bit of a crutch, and you know, we used to talk about this a few years ago, that you know, using it as a crutch, or you know, a tool, like a backup almost. And since then, you know, and I've had a couple of years where I've done no cycles, no HCG, and I've had a few years where I have done some, or too many, or you know, I don't even know what round this is. I'm not even going to try and count. So one thing I am going to say is I am absolutely 100% grateful that I found HCG, because if I hadn't, you know, I was so desperate at that point in time, back in 2010, so desperate to lose weight. So I'm so glad I found it. And you know, that first year I lost, you know, 80 plus pounds. You know, I can't even remember exactly how much it was now, but it was I was like 210 something pounds, and I got down to 120. And I don't count that last 10 pounds, I've always said that before, but I got down to 130, which was kind of my ultimate goal, which was my healthy BMI, like the 132, 136, something like that. I think my internal goal was 132. And I got down there, and you know, I'd lost something like 80, 90 pounds, and it was brilliant, you know. And to be fair, I have kept most of it off. I've kept 65, 70 pounds off completely, you know, with not even an ounce of that gaining back. I've never gone, you know, below the 60 pound mark or the 70 pound mark. I can't think what it is now. I've never gone above 154 ever since. And I'm really grateful that I can keep it at the weight that I'm at now, roughly. You know, I'd never ever imagined myself to be a UK size 10, which is what a US 6. Never in my life have I ever expected to be a UK 10, and for the most part, most UK 10s fit me. You know, even to the point that over the weekend I even went to just our supermarket, Tesco's, and just out of curiosity, I was just seeing, is it just my clothes that have kind of stretched out, my 10s that have stretched out, or do I still fit in to a UK 10? And yeah, I do. Okay, sometimes they're a bit snug, but for the most part I do. So you know, I am so grateful for that. But the one thing that I am really struggling with is some of these habits that I've formed about, like binging. You know, there's this, and maybe it's just me, or maybe it's, you know, a few of us, I don't know. But I've got to the point where you can almost allow having a binge, because you know that's what you do on a load, and then what you do for the remaining VLCD days after that is get rid of it, and it's so quick to get rid of it, and it's so efficient, and it works, right? And maybe it's me being 5 years on, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be in that cycle where I am binging, or I'm thinking about getting excited about a load, or I'm just doing around because I want a load. You know, I need to get away from that. That is not a life or a habit or any type of attitude that I want in my life. So I need to step away. So for me, I think I am done for this moment in time with HCG at the moment, because it's not working for me. It's not the right thing for me at the moment. I think it's a brilliant tool, and it is obesity, and I'm no longer obese, and maybe that is the the trick that I'm missing now is that this was a cure for obesity, and when I was obese, it cured me. Definitely cured the obesity side of me. I'm now bordering on slightly overweight, as opposed to, you know, healthy BMI, and even he says that your last 10-15 pounds, you know, it is hard. And even in his protocol, and I can't recite exactly what he says, but he says something along the last 10-15 pounds, and in theory you shouldn't actually do it around if you've got less than 10-15 pounds to lose. And although I'm in that border of 10-15 pounds, you know, if I lost 10 pounds now, I'll be in healthy BMI. If I lost 15 pounds, then that's more healthier in BMI. So, you know, is it at that point that it's not going to work for me anymore? Maybe. So for me now, I have completely stopped injecting. My husband is wanting to continue, so I am encouraging him to continue for this round, because for him it still works. He hasn't done very many rounds. He's done maybe 2-3 rounds at the most, and you know, he's doing quite well at the moment. So you know, I'm quite happy for him to continue. For me, I need to get my metabolism back up to speed, because it has dropped. It has dropped, you know, and I need to get that back up, completely back up, because last time it took me 2 years to get it back up. So when I got to goal in 2011, it took me until the end of 2012, early 13, before my metabolism got back to normal. And when I say got back to normal, burning what I should be burning hadn't slowed down because of the restrictions of calories. And maybe it's because I did too many rounds, maybe it was just my particular body, or maybe it's because I'm very obsessive about things like this, and most people maybe didn't realise the impact that it does to your metabolism. For me, it was very clear. I am very scientific, and you know, science is the way I believe, is my belief system, is science. It sounds weird, but yeah, I am, you know, very, you know, I need to know why things happen, why we do things. So I think the goal for me at the moment is I don't want to not weigh, because I shouldn't be scared of the scale. There should be no reason why. I don't want it to control my life either though. So I will weigh, probably not every day, and it's not going to reflect what my mood is or anything like that. In terms of what I eat at the minute, I just want to eat just healthy and clean and in balance and in moderation. How that's going to work out day to day, I'm not sure. I'm just going to take it by ease. I did have a plan of calories that I was going to do to try and lose some weight. At the minute, I think I need to think bigger at the moment. I need to think about my issues and how to get away from this binge mentality. So at the minute, I'm just going to focus on just day to day. Trying to stay. I need to become happy in myself. For the last 5 years, it's been a constant battle trying to keep this weight back down to this glimpse that I saw in the 120s is still in my head, and I need to get rid of that glimpse. I am going tonight to get all the clothes that just don't fit that I bought when I was in the 120s, early 130s, and put them away, because I don't want to get rid of them like I did with all my fat clothes. Because inside there's a teeny tiny hope, and it is just vanity. It is just vanity weight that I want to lose. It's not health weight, because I am pretty healthy, I am pretty fit, and I'm pretty muscular. You know, over the last 6 months I've put on 3 kilos of muscle, which is brilliant. Even not getting to the gym as much, my knees, well, my one knee, I am still doing really well with my exercise. You know, last night we went for a walk, and you know, I'm just quite an active person anyway. So yeah, I think my focus now is on life. Life is my focus. I need to find that inner happiness where I am comfortable with me. I am not looking at the food in front of me thinking, what's it going to do on the scale, or what's it going to do to my waistline, or either way, you know, whether it's going to make it shrink or go down, or whether it's going to make it go up. I don't want to think about it like that. I just want to, and I need to understand. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point of eating to hunger. I've never really understood the eating to hunger, because I've never understood hunger. And it sounds really pathetic, but I've never always known when I'm hungry, to the point that, and I think I've mentioned this on vlogs before, that, you know, sometimes my husband will say, you need to eat, because I've turned into this, you know, this grouchy cow because I am hungry. Or, you know, sometimes I'll know when I'm hungry is when my blood pressure drops, or because I've got low blood pressure anyway, so I get dizzy quite often. And you know, whether it's blood pressure related or whether it's sugar related, I don't always know when my insulin level drops as well. So I do get dizzy quite often, and I know I've got to keep on top of that. And you know, when I get dizzy, it's just, I just need to eat something. Usually I tend to eat something salty, not even sweet, because I generally think it's my blood pressure. But you know, I don't always know when I'm hungry. At the same time, I don't always know when I'm full. So, and it's, you know, and maybe it is that part of that Horizon BBC thing where I, you know, watched, and it was, you know, about whether, you know, maybe that hormone in my gut isn't as strong as it should be, that goes up to my brain. It could be anything. So eating to hunger, I don't, you know, I'd love to be able to, you know, realise that and understand that concept, but at the moment I don't know if I will anytime soon. I am now almost at work, so I'm going to have to go, and I've already been ranting for 11 minutes now, but I just wanted to get it out there that, look, everybody that's on around, great of luck, best of luck, and you've got to do what's right for you. And for me, you know, I am 5 years on now of doing this malarkey, and it is a brilliant tool, but I think for me, at my point in life, it's come to an end. This journey of HCG has come to an end, and for me, it's, I need to find inner happiness and just something else to help keep me going. So yeah, I will be checking in and out every now and then, and I will dip in and out. I probably won't watch as many because I have got that fear that if I do watch too many, I'm going to want to jump on around. So, because it is so efficient and easy, but however, this last round I've found mind, it's just been really difficult, mind over matter. So yeah, I will try and check in every now and then, but otherwise I will, you know, I'll still stay on Facebook, and but yeah, I might start vlogging whatever I'm going to be doing next. I don't know. So yeah, all right, bye.